In the wild, survival is earned in seconds. For the Jeffs, those seconds just ran out. A family of Jeffs, going about their day, having fun and eating, blissfully unaware. Not having any natural predators had made them like the dodo birds. But in the corners lurks a ferocious beast who has had his eyes on them for a long time. Instincts remain instinctive. The predator is no longer watching. It is here. The venom-hungry and starved for too long make their move. The father is the last line of defense. He fights back, dodging and jumping, trying to avoid getting hit while warding off the predator. Exhausted and consumed by hunger, Venom makes a desperate lunge for child and mother. Jeff retreats to his family. Venom is too focused on the kill to notice him behind. He activates his ultimate, swallowing his family and Venom together. He refused to let Venom out, knowing fully well he'd swing to safety and his sacrifice would be in vain. Jeff's father dies, saving his family. Mournful, mother and child stand at the edge, witnessing their world crumble. Rage baiting, a fascinating, albeit cruel phenomenon. It is a calculated act of psychological attrition, a method of driving one's opponent toward total existential dread. As the victim is repeatedly outmaneuvered by a creature that shouldn't logically exist, we witness a catastrophic biological shift. The frontal lobe, the seat of strategy and reason, simply shuts down. The remaining two brain cells, overwhelmed by the sheer audacity of the predator, finally clock out for the day. They are replaced by a singular primal instinct, nothing but pure, unadulterated rage. The bait has been taken, the spirit shattered. Behold, the land shark, perhaps the only creature in this ecosystem to be simultaneously loved, hated, and feared in equal measure. But today, we observe a truly specialized subspecies. The Jefferson's rage baiters Dominus. If you are wondering, yes, that is indeed the King of Wakanda. And yes, he is currently risking his royal reputation to hunt a land shark disguised as a blind vigilante. Once the bait has been taken, a chemical shift occurs in the predator's brain. He becomes blind to any other prey. The objective, the team, the very win itself, all discarded. It is no longer a matter of victory. It is a desperate, frantic quest to restore his shattered honor. But in the ruthless world of the Jefferson rage baiters, honor is a currency that does not exist. Every missed pounce and every failed strike only serves to pile more shame upon his already broken pride. The king isn't just losing a battle, he is losing himself to the salt. The Jeffers Dominus is, in itself, a cunning and crafty specimen. Therefore, it stands to reason that the mutated variant would excel in the art of rage baiting. Observe, as a wild daredevil is swallowed whole by the Jeff. Immediately, the predator beelines for the cliff's edge. Unsatisfied with a solo kill, he calls upon the white fox to share in his greatest scheme. Once the fox arrives to secure the synergy, Jeff dives off the map, ending the daredevil's life in a glorious, salty instant. Somewhere out there, someone is shopping for a new keyboard. Nature's most efficient killer has just caught the scent. Someone is about to die. The first kill is just a trigger. It flips a switch in the brain that demands more. With every body he drops, the bloodlust grows, and his focus narrows to a single violent point. Each kill, a dopamine-induced pleasure. And so, the battlefield rings with his battle cry. The Buckus, Aggressivous, better known to the locals as a Bucky main. Logic has left the building. The brain is now just a biological machine designed to pump steel and harvest souls. Every shell loaded is a signed death warrant. He isn't playing a game anymore. He's conducting a symphony. Each shell is a rhythmic countdown to your extinction. To flank him is to volunteer for a one-way trip to the spectator screen. He will waste you, discard you, and be back to his frenzy before your body even hits the floor. He will waste you in your moments of glory just to feed the hunger. To him, your ultimate isn't a threat. It's just a louder, shinier way to die. So, look at your hands. Are they shaking because you've looked into the eyes of the beast and survived? Or are they shaking because you're the one? Tell us your story of the frenzy. If you've survived the Bucky Menace, let us know how. And if you are the Menace, confess your sins in the comments. This is the Payload Princess, a creature with one singular purpose. Horseback ride on the payload, because walking is too much of a hassle. Sadly, this majestic, lethargic species is facing a crisis. They have been hunted to the brink of extinction, not by predators, but by verbal abuse and the dreaded avoid as teammate function. They fail to see the quiet nobility of her laziness, a stillness that is, ironically, the only reason they haven't lost the match yet. Whilst others are engaged in barbaric, deadly duels to secure kills like common street brawlers, the Payload Princess prefers a more stagnant existence. She has one goal, and one goal only: to sit upon the objective like a gargoyle of apathy, occasionally performing a taunt to remind the world that she is, in fact, helping. For years, the Payload Princess was believed to be a single, isolated species, a mutation branching exclusively from the support main family tree. We assumed only those with a natural instinct for babysitting were capable of such profound stillness. Until now. New sightings suggest this debilitating condition is mutating. We are now witnessing terrifying new variations emerge from the brush. The brooding payload Patriarch, and even the highly volatile objective Duelist. It appears the primal desire to do absolutely nothing is no longer bound by class. What we are witnessing is a cross-species epidemic of lethargy. The princess will never voluntarily abandon her throne. She is prepared to face certain violent annihilation, staring directly down the barrel of a literal ultimate ability, simply to avoid the physical exertion of giving up her seat. To her, the payload isn't just an objective. It is a hill she's perfectly happy to die on, provided, of course, she doesn't have to stand up to do it. And yet, against all odds, most matches are won by the pure, stubborn dedication of the Payload Princess. But what is her reward? Endless reports and non-stop verbal abuse. We must take a stand, save our Payload Princess. Every like and comment goes directly toward helping them return to the wild. Meet the Squirrel Girl Main, a creature so universally despised that if she were drowning, her own teammates would probably throw her a cinder block. Her entire kit doesn't just encourage cowardice, it practically hands you a witness protection program and a fake mustache. She has become more hated than Jeff, the Hitler fish. And Jeff is a shark that walks on land, a literal biological affront to God. But why the hate? Is it her sparkling personality? No. It's the fact that she can accidentally sneeze on her keyboard and secure a triple kill from a different time zone. Yet, despite being the natural prey of literally every character with eyes, the Squirrel Girl population is booming like a backyard infestation. The most common and most pathetic variant. This creature has a phobia of the objective so severe, it's legally a disability. She wants to help, but from the safety of a neighboring zip code. She chucks nuts into the stratosphere, whispers a prayer to the gods of RNG, and hopes she hits something other than a wall. She is the reason your team's chat is currently a toxic waste dump. Unlike her zip code cousins, this variant has zero self-preservation instincts. She lives on the front lines. She is relentless. She will chase a low-health venom into the depths of hell just to bite his ankles. She actually provides value to the team, which makes her the rarest shiny Pokemon in the game. The flanker doesn't just want to win. She wants to hear your heartbeat skip. She lurks in the shadows, waiting to rip an unsuspecting victim to shreds. She is the reason you have trust issues. She is the reason you turn around every 5 seconds in real life. Truly, a majestic disaster. Whether she's sniping you from another continent or gnawing on your spine, one thing is certain. The ecosystem would be much quieter without her, and much, much better. Welcome to the Marvel Rivals ecosystem, a magical dumpster fire of broken keyboards, ultimates fired into empty hallways, and a shark that has committed enough underwater war crimes to earn the title, the Hitler fish. To survive here, you must be either a god-tier gamer or a clinical sociopath. For the support main, life has traditionally been a tragic comedy of being bullied by a 14-year-old Spider-Man main until they develop a twitch in their left eye. They are the bottom of the food chain, the punching bags, the appetizers. Until now. It's a team composed of 6 idiots who decided that strategy is a waste of time when you can just out-heal the damage. It shouldn't work. It's a biological impossibility. And yet, here they are, dominating the battlefield and making the enemy tanks question every life choice that led them to this moment. Leading this cult of immortality is Luna Snow. Rumored to be Guan-Guan's secret love child, she is the primary reason for the sudden spike in rage quitting. She possesses the terrifying ability to turn a high-octane battle into a frozen morgue. 1 minute, you're a DPS main with dreams of a montage. The next, you're a popsicle. His team is fundamentally unkillable, and on the off chance you actually manage to drop them, they simply say no. And then Adam Warlock pulls out the cosmic Uno reverse card. Adam is the guy who shows up to his own funeral just to complain about the catering. He looks at death, laughs in his face, and drags his entire team back into existence just to spite you. The ecosystem has been flipped on its head. The prey has stopped running and started hunting in a pack of 6 highly coordinated, extremely petty healers. It turns out that 6 idiots with enough reverse damage buttons can rewrite the laws of nature. The support main is no longer your victim. They are your new immortal overlords. Good luck. You're going to need it. And no, they aren't going to heal you.